Welcome everyone. I am Patty Bennett. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we are making some really cute, easy flap fold cards with the little latte suite from Stampin' Up! I will be showing you all of the supplies we're using, telling you how to find them, how to get them, how to order them online, how to find my blog, all the good things. This is a live video on Friday, March 8th. This is what part of my weekly Friday live video series. So if you're watching live, I would love for you to say hello. You should see a little red live button in the corner if you're watching live. And you can go ahead and say hi, but if you're watching a replay, maybe on my blog, YouTube, Facebook, wherever, then go ahead and skip ahead about a minute because I'm going to let everyone find our live feed before I actually jump into the coloring and the creating and showing you all the fun products. So hello, hi Jamie, Mary, and Lori. Hello, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining live. Hi, Julie. If this is your first time joining me either live or on the replay, welcome, a very special welcome, but of course, a welcome to everyone. Hey, Peggy. Hi, Jonna. Hope you all are having a great day. Hey, Christine in Australia. That's always so exciting. And Janet in Kansas. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining. We will get started in just a moment. Oh, England. Oh my goodness. And Idaho, Canada. What a fun international audience today. That is just awesome. And since I think we are just at the top of the hour, I will give everybody just maybe 30 more seconds to find the live feed, and then we will go ahead and get started. So I'm just checking who's joining live. Hi, Jean and Lois, Patricia. Hello, Linda. Hello, everybody. I am so glad that you are here today. I'm watching over here on my tablet, and it's like really delayed. I'm not sure what's going on. My goodness. But anyway, hope the feed and the sound and the lighting and everything is good. Hopefully it is. I'm sure one of you would have told me if it's not. All right, Lois and Jean, Kathleen, Stacy, Pat. Hey, everybody. Hello, hello. So we're going to go ahead and get started today. Today, we are going to have fun with the little latte paper and the latte suite. I'm going to talk to you about that suite. If you're a customer, it's probably new to you. If you're a demonstrator, you've seen this about a month. But I will have all of these cards, all of the information, all the details on my blog tomorrow, pattystamps.com. I have been a demonstrator for almost 29 years. I have 6,000 blog posts for you here. So if you're ever looking for inspiration or tips or color combos or any of those things, I hope that you will feel free to visit me there. Oh, great. Thank you, Jean. She says it sounds fine. And Saskatchewan and Kansas City, New Jersey. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Donna in Washington. So glad you're all here. Hey, Faith, local in Stockton. We're not very far away from each other. I love this suite too, Faith. So I want to tell you what inspired me, two things that inspired me to create these cards today for you. Number one is Kylie and Bruno Bertucci. You might know them from Australia. They are pretty famous in the Stampin' Up! World, and I am just so blessed to say they are my friends. I love them to death. They have a system they call Love It, Chop It. And basically what it is it is a way to get us using our designer papers. Love it, chop it. It really could say use it, right? Love it, chop it, use it. It could say that, but love it, chop it. And they were so sweet. They jumped on to my Love to Stamp group, my Stampin' Up! Downline, about, was it a week or two ago, I think. And they did a great little presentation for my team talking about chopping up your paper and using it. They did some samples with the zinnia paper. And so we're going to kind of talk about that today, and I'm going to show you how I adopted that Love It, Chop It into making these cards. The other part of what inspired me to do this was Patty Dolan in my group, my Love to Stamp group. She's part of my team. She created and posted these beautiful cards in our group. And I absolutely love, I think they're so cool the way this triangle flaps down. And okay, this is true confession time, my friends. So my background, most of you know, is in architecture and engineering. So I kind of have that, half math brain, half creative brain. And usually measurements, math, anything like that, not a problem. I love it. I eat it up. I embrace it. Somehow this flap, this triangle thing, cutting those layers just perfectly, it hurts my brain. But I really wanted to make cards like this. And so when I was getting out this paper and I started to chop it, I said to myself, oh my gosh, there is such an easy way to do this. There, like literally such an easy way to do this. And we'll do it together, but I just want to show you where I'm headed with this. So when you chop a 4 by 5 1/4, if you use the scoring blade in your trimmer and you just make a diagonal, and then you slip another piece of paper, a different design, or it could be the same design. I chose to do 3 patterns. That's basically all I did. And I didn't fuss with any additional layers. And I just thought, okay, this is so quick and easy. I have got to share this on my live. And so that's why we're doing this today. So thanks to Kylie and Bruno for the Love It, Chop It inspiration. And thanks to Patty Dolan for inspiring this idea, but I'm adapting it and I'm going to show you the super, super simple, easy way to do these. What we're also going to do is use our Stampin' Blend markers, and I'm going to show you how I stamped and colored the mugs. So some of the images you could die cut or fussy cut from the paper, but this is in the stamp set. So we're also going to be coloring, and I'll just give you my tips on that. So let's look quickly at the bundle, the supplies, the colors, all the good things that we're going to use. This is the bundle, Latte Love, and you can see the mug right here that we're going to be using to stamp and color. And I think I'll also do this one with you because I have that one ready to go. And then some of the images have dies. You can see here, some have dies to cut out the stamped images. And then there are also these dies up here. And as you can kind of see, it makes a coffee carafe. And this one, I honestly don't know because I don't drink fancy coffee. I think it's called a French press, I think. But if I'm wrong, just pardon me, because I just use a K-cup, the little K-cups. That's my coffee in the morning. It's very simple. I don't know anything about this business, but what I will tell you is that my friend Tammy, you've heard me chat about her. She lives a couple miles from me. She's also my die cutting fairy. She's on my Love to Stamp group team. She did a video just yesterday, and she made a great little reference chart with all of these parts individually and then put together to make adorable cards. She made 3 cards. If you would like to jump over to Cards by TLC, when we're done here, you can see all of that information. So if you want to use these and you want information on that, jump over to her blog with her video when we're done here, because we're not using those. That's for another time. We are also using today the little latte paper, and I just took my heartfelt hexagon punch and I punched out all of the patterns of this paper for my own reference. And then on the back of the package, in case you didn't know this, the colors are listed, the coordinating Stampin' Up colors. This is zinnia. How funny is that? But anyway, it's on the back of all the packages. Oh, and it's also in the online store. So if you're ever looking for exactly what colors coordinate, you can look on the online store or you can look on the back of the package. And then I just took a stamp from the set and I stamped the colors that they said coordinated with this paper. So I'm going to start making these just for my own reference. I did do one for the zinnias, and you might have seen that already on my blog. I think I've put it on my blog already, I think. And this one will be on my blog tomorrow if you want to pin it or anything. So it's just kind of fun to grab a punch and then have a little handy reference there. And if you are unfamiliar with where to find this, it's part of the Stampin' Up! Online exclusive release for March 2024. These are not in a catalog. There is not a flyer with all of these. So I made my own little graphics and flyers, which have been on my blog. And I grouped it into suites and designer paper, accessory items, stamp sets that are individual stamps, and then bundles that have the dies. So if you want to reference these on my blog, I believe I put them on there on Tuesday when these released on March 5th, pattystamps.com. And then these items can be seen online and you can shop online if you need these items. But again, not in catalogs, so it's makes it a little different to find for those of you who have been around a long time and you are used to shopping through the catalog. Okay, yes, French press. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Oh, I do too. So Jean, okay, I'm just going to answer Jean's comment real quick. She was saying on the embellishments, she wishes that they would also list the coordinating colors because on the back, they no longer list the colors. And I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe the reason is because then they have to translate and print them in all the languages. So we have French and German and Dutch on here, and they would have to put them in all languages. And I just have a feeling that it's like just a lot of extra work, a lot of extra typing, and then extra printing. So I think that's why they don't, but it is listed in the catalog. But I do agree with you, Jean. I do wish they were on there because I don't know. I can't tell you how many times I'm like, wait, is that boho blue or right? Hey, Amy. Hi, Lisa. Thank you. Yes, the colors in zinnia is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Oh, good idea. So Mary is saying that she writes them with a pen on her embellishment packet. That is a fabulous idea. And that would actually save a lot of time from looking back into the catalog a billion times. So let me talk to you a little bit about the Love It, Chop It that I mentioned in the beginning. My goal was to actually use up a sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera. Sorry about that. My goal was to actually use up a package of our designer paper. And I am very close. I only have like 2 full sheets and some scraps left after making a whole bunch of cards. So here's the idea. A 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, 4 by 5 1/4 inch panel on the front, a strip, which is behind here that I showed you before, but I'll show you again. Another strip here for more contrast. And then look, the inside. Another 4 by 5 1/4 inch panel on the inside. And then wait, we're not done. Ta-da! Decorate your envelope flap. So I have used so much of this paper already, and I'm so excited because it's wasteful, right? If we leave it and we don't use it because we think it's so fabulous and it's too good to use and we leave it, then what good did that do? So use it and bless somebody with your cards and have fun using it. So let's chop some paper and I'll show you this super easy Love It, Chop It, easy flap fold card. Okay, that was way a mouthful, wasn't it? Well, huge mouthful. Okay, I am going to grab this pattern. Hang on, my fingers are cold and like they're frozen. I can't even grab my paper. Oh, good idea. Robin puts the colors on a Post-it note and slips it in the package. Great idea. Oh, yes. Okay, all of you are giving great suggestions. Thank you. Fabulous suggestions. So, love it, chop it. The premise is that you go ahead and start chopping your paper, and really in any size. My most common size is my 4 by 5 1/4. So if I were making a bunch of these cards, that's what I would start with. I would just start chopping a whole sheet of the desired paper to 4 by 5 1/4. And then I could make 6 cards out of this piece. So that's where I would start. Now, you don't need to see me cut the whole piece, but I've got 2 of them here. Okay, so that's what we'll start with. And then to make this easy flap fold, this is how easy it is. I didn't even measure. I just put it at an angle. So if you're familiar with this trimmer, it's going to score right along this track. So if you kind of visualize, that would be the size of our triangle. Okay, so then with our scoring blade, I'm just going to score. And then when you fold it back, that becomes your easy flap fold card front. And no measuring. Probably there won't be 2 that come out identical, but that's not a problem either, right? You can do this however you would like to do it. So I'll just do this other one since it's here. And then I would grab a different pattern. Let me see how this, oh, this would look cute on the inside, wouldn't it? And you can see I just have a scrap here. So I would cut these pieces at approximately 2 by 4. And that's an easy measurement. It's not confusing. It doesn't deal with 8ths or, 16ths or whatever. And that's just going to slip behind, and look how cute that is. And you can mix and match any patterns you want, but I'm going to go with this. So then, using my DSP chart that I showed you with my coordinating colors, okay, all these colors, I grabbed a bunch of those colors and I cut my card bases. So I did some the hot dog way, the vertical way, 4 1/4 by 11, and I did some the regular way, so 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, using the colors that they suggested. So when you do that, cut them ahead of time like this, it's really simple to just kind of lay it on top of the different colors and decide what color you want to use for your card base. So I like having them pre-cut. If you've seen my videos before, you know that I have a paper drawer of happiness that has tons of pre-cut card bases and quarter sheets. And so that way, I just, whatever I don't use will go in my paper drawer of happiness. And ta-da, you've got it made. So let me grab my glue. Sorry, I buried it. Sorry for my reach. But all I did was put some liquid glue along that diagonal piece. And then I just lined up this upper left corner and just set it behind there like that. You can flip it over and just kind of make sure that it's aligned side to side. And then a little dab of glue right under here. And I was thinking it would also look really cute with a dimensional right under the corner so that it kind of pops up. So that's an option. You could think about doing that. And then I'm just going to add my glue all the way to the back and put it on my card front. And that is how simple these easy flap fold cards are to create. Isn't that easy? And you've got 3 fabulous patterns. Now we're going to put a 4th pattern on the inside. I was thinking about this, which is just the reverse side. Hang on, I glued my finger. That was smart. I was thinking about just using that. Do I have other pattern? Oh, this pattern would be super cute inside to use something different. I'm going to use that. I like that. I'm going to go with this for the inside. Oh, wait, I already scored that one. No, no, no. That would be wasteful. I know, you might think I'm kind of all over the place. I am kind of all over the place today. My brain is, it's going 5,000 directions because next week I go to Houston to On Stage. And of course, that's going to be major fun, and the new catalog, and it's going to be friends and fun and eating out and, you know, all the fun things, right? And then I don't know if many of you follow my personal Facebook page, or not page, but my personal Facebook account, but we did lose my father-in-law just less than 2 weeks ago. And so well, I guess it was 2 weeks ago. And so that it's just been, there's been a lot happening. And so I apologize if it seems like I'm a little bit scattered, but some days I just am. Anyway, back to our card. So then I have die cut pieces that I keep handy. Oh, I really like that one. I think I'll do that one. I have die cut pieces that I have pre-die cut. You've probably seen that in my organizing videos. And so then I'll just add one of those to the inside so that you can stamp or write a message. So now we have used 1 pattern, 2, 3, 4 patterns on this. And then you all know how to do this, right? Or do you want to see this, how to add it to the flap? I just put liquid glue and then trim with my paper snips, but it's pretty easy. So you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different patterns on that card. And then if I wanted to take that strip and put it here, I could do that. And then it would look sort of like this one. And we will color the cups so that we can finish off the card. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. So kind of you. Thank you. Yeah, it was, you know, it was time. He lived an amazing life. He was 91. He was a pastor for decades, and he is home with the Lord, and he is healed and all, you know, all the things. So anyway, sorry. I just trying to explain why I might appear a little bit all over the place. So we are going to, let's see, let me move this down. Hang on. I'm going to show you how I colored with the Stampin' Blends to do these mugs, and then I'll show you what I did for these mugs because they're really, really cute. So you can stamp and die cut these mugs from the bundle, or you can also use this piece and just simply die cut them straight out of here if you want to use those. So I'll show you the one that I actually stamped and colored, and we'll do that one. Oh, so here's some that I've already done. They're cute, aren't they? Really fun. And I just, again, used the colors that were in the designer paper. And so then those are the blends that I grabbed to use today. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how I pick my colors. If you have not seen my videos that I have for using Stampin' Blends, let me just explain something. So Stampin' Blends come in a pack per color. So this is the Lost Lagoon, light and dark. So they come, it's almost a little hard to see the difference, but they come with the dark and the light in a pack. But when I color, I really like 3 shades of color. So what I do is I grab a completely different color that coordinates, and that becomes my third shade. So in this case, we have the dark Pool Party. So that gives me 3 similar shades, and that's what I used to color this one. So likewise, I wanted to use Calypso Coral, but I wanted yet another shade, and so I brought in Cajun Craze. So that gives me 3 shades, and that's what I used on this one. So then on the yellow cup, I actually used 3 different colors. I went with wheat, the wild wheat, Daffodil Delight, and Lemon Lolly. So look how many you can combine so that you can get more shading. And don't be afraid to do this. If you're ever wondering about which colors you might want to use, the Color Buddy chart that I have posted on my blog before, that was given to demonstrators last year. I think it was at an on stage, or on, what was the thing that we had that was just online, on stage online, or I can't remember. Anyway, this was provided to us, and this kind of gives you that suggestion of, if you wanted to combine a couple of greens, you could go the lighter 2 or the darker 2. You could do all 3. Same thing with these blues. The Bubble Bath and Berry Burst are the perfect combination if you wanted to do like Bubble Bath light and dark, and then add the light Berry Burst. So this kind of a chart is sort of what I'm talking to you about here. And I just think it's really helpful when you're trying to find more than one color that you want to use. So I do want to show you these. This is just a super easy trifold that is cut at 5.25 by 12. And then you just score it at 4 and 8. And again, it's using up the designer paper. So kind of using Kylie and Bruno's Love It, Chop It to just use extra paper up and not have it sitting around forever and ever. Amen, right? We want to use it. So I made these, and I just decorated and used several patterns with my little colored cups. So that's another idea for you. Okay, back to this. Sorry, I feel like we're going off on tangents. Yes, Debbie, the chart is on my blog. If you go to pattystamps.com, my blog, and in the search bar you type Color Buddies, you should get that chart. It is a free download on my blog. Thank you, Faith. I am glad that you enjoyed the tips. So let's just look at the way that I colored these with the 3 colors. And my coloring, if you know me, I'm kind of the quick and simple coloring person. I have taken lessons from Jay and Barry at Mitosu Crafts, and they are true amazing artists. Jay is like just this totally amazing Stampin' Blend artist. I can guarantee you he would take about 30 minutes to color this cup, and it would look 9,000 times better than mine. But this is my quick and easy way. So that was dark Lost Lagoon. And then with light Lost Lagoon, and I'm just trying to have my hand out of the way here. I don't normally color with it kind of in this weird position, but trying to let you see. I'm going over the dark, but I'm going a little bit further in towards the center. So over the dark, but overlapping. So I've got the dark where Stampin' Up put the shading marks to begin with. And then I'm adding the light. And then with the dark Pool Party, which was my 3rd shade, I'm going to use the brush end, go over what I already did, and pull it in towards the center. Normally, I flip the paper all around so that it's a little easier for me to color, but I'm trying not to make you too dizzy. So let me hold this up before I finish to show you. So you can see that we have darker on the outside where naturally the shadows would fall, and we're coming towards the center with lighter color, and we're going to leave the lightest part right in the middle. Sorry, I do have to turn this just so my wrist doesn't totally scream at me. So now I'm just super lightly, just kind of with a little bit of wispiness, coming in towards the center so that I can kind of cover up that white, but I'm leaving it as light as I possibly can. And there you have that rounded look of the shadows and the cup having some shape to it rather than just coloring it in plain. Probably should have done the handle while we were at it, but that's all right. We'll just do that part now. So that's the dark, and then I think I'll just add the light. You can take more time than this. You can do it quicker than that. You can do it however you'd like. Oh, thank you. Lisa said my blending is perfect. Yes, Jay is absolutely amazing. The trifold cards, Mary, are not on my blog yet. They will be. The fun flaps will be on my blog tomorrow, so that will be March 9th. These will be on there, I don't know, next week or later, hopefully. But I have not photographed and blogged those yet. Okay, let's talk about the coffee. So I pulled out my Stampin Blends chart that we made at our last summer soiree. That's an event that I co-hosted with Kirsten. And I was referencing my neutrals or naturals. Wait, I never remember. Are they called neutrals or naturals? Naturals. They are meant to be like skin tones. And I looked at this to try to decide, did I want to have one of these colors for the color of my coffee? That's where I started. I'm like, well, you know, here's the people without cream and sugar, right? Or without cream at least. That's about what mine ends up looking like. Almost like tea, because I like a little coffee with my cream. But what I ended up with was going with copper clay. I actually really liked copper clay for my coffee color. So that's what I did. And I'll show you how I did the coffee. So here's my dark copper clay and my light copper clay. So I started, and I'm going to turn this because it's just easier for me to color this way. So I started by using my light copper clay, and I just filled in this oval like that. I let that dry a little minute. So while that's kind of drying, I am just going to color the rest of the cup. And just fill in any little extra spots here that I didn't get colored in the beginning. So there we go. That's really about the color of my coffee. And then I took the dark copper clay and I kind of made just these little streaks from the outside towards the middle. And as that dries and blends in, it just gave it a little bit of shape so that it didn't just look like a flat color. So that was my coffee. So you can do any color you'd like, but that's how I decided to do it. Let's go ahead and do the Calypso Coral, and then I'll do one of these for you. I will show you. Do I have it mounted? Yeah, I do. There's this little stamp that is supposed to be for the inside of the coffee mug right there. And I did stamp it. Let me see if I can find it. But it actually, I don't even think you can see it anymore. Where is it? Nope, I don't think you can see it. I think I did it right here, but it blended in. And so I was like, well, that didn't really help anything. I think what I probably needed to do was to use early espresso or maybe even Memento Black to get it really dark. But that is an option. If you want to use that little stamp, you can do that. Is the Stampin' Blends chart on my blog? No, Barb, this chart was part of the soiree fee, the participation fee. This is an event that we did. So I believe we are going to do this again for our June soiree. And I do believe we are going to be offering the online version of this. So if you wanted to participate, watch my blog, watch my newsletters, watch my Facebook page for registration for our June soiree. I think we're going to do an updated one where we take out the old in colors and we add the new ones. Let's see. Yeah, it does look like hot chocolate, doesn't it? What is the color chart called? If you're looking for this one, it's Color Buddies. It's the one that Stampin' Up gave us, Color Buddies. All right, so let's go to Cajun Craze. I used the light Cajun Craze, and it's the same method where I added the dark where they have the shading along the outside edge. I just kind of went up here a little bit. Ooh, that's squeaky. Sorry. Sorry. That's annoying. So that was Cajun Craze. And then I'm going to go to the Calypso Coral. And same idea where I'm going over, but bringing towards the center, blending a little color. And by using this bullet tip, you are getting a little more saturation because it takes longer. You're coloring like over and over and over in the same spot to get the color that you need. So this is a nice way to get a little extra saturation there. And then the light Calypso Coral. And that is blending and pulling those darker colors towards the middle, just like we did with the Lost Lagoon. Let's fill in a little bit of here. Okay, I'm just going to kind of let that dry just for a second, because I want to, I don't want to pull the rest of this color in the middle. I really want to help my center be light. Hi in Colorado. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining. Okay, so now just wispy little light touches right into the center from both sides, and that's going to, I'm doing my best to keep that really light area right down the center. And, oh, I see some thumbs up. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Carrie. I'm glad you're enjoying the instruction. I should really say, you know, this is just my quick and easy method. You can do whatever works for you. There's no right or wrong with Stampin' Blends, and it's fun to just experiment. You know, this is only paper, right? It's only paper. You can always stamp another one and go forward with a different color or a different idea if you don't like what happened. I will say, just speaking of that, give your work a minute to just kind of sit and blend in, soak into the paper and blend the colors that you've done together. Give it a minute, because right when you're done coloring, it looks a little bit different than when you wait like even 5 or 10 minutes. You can see how this has become really beautifully blended. At least I can see it. And this one will continue to just blend into the paper, blend together. And I think it needs a minute. If you do something, you're like, oh, I don't like this. Don't throw it away. Let it sit for a minute and then give it a second. Just give it a second. That's all. Oh, I just saw something on my desk. Remind me, I'm going to tell you about a special I have with blends. Okay, I decided to release my special early, and I'm going to tell you about it right at the end. So don't go away. I want to talk to you about this special. So let's see, I didn't show you. I should have showed you in the beginning. These are the two images that are stamped on my paper with Memento Black, and it is Stampin' Up! Basic White cardstock. So you want to make sure that you're using the Memento Black ink when you use your Stampin' Blends. And then to do the mugs that are straight down, like this one, the ones that are looking down, I chose pecan pie. You could do the copper clay like this one, but I just chose pecan pie. I liked it. And here, I need to stand up and look straight down. Sort of. It's really not easy to look through your camera. Okay, pecan pie. And then you notice, and I'm not sure why they did this, but it doesn't go to the extent of the inside of the cup. Now, maybe I don't get it. See, I've never actually had a coffee that looks like this because, like I mentioned in the beginning, I just use my K-cup maker thing at home for my coffee. I've never had like fancy coffee. So I don't know. Is it supposed to not go to the edge? I don't know. But I thought the coffee should fill into the rest of the cup. So I used my pecan pie blend and I went around that stamped image to the edge. So I don't know if somebody wants to educate me on why this doesn't go to the edge, feel free. But that's what I did. And actually, maybe I used the dark because that's kind of light. Well, I don't know. Now I'm afraid to do it. Like, what if it's really dark? Oh, that's okay. Oh, that'll look good. See, I shouldn't be afraid. I should use my own advice, right? It's just paper. There, that blends a little bit better with the color of the stamped ink. Okay, so then you can color your mug and you can do it whatever color you'd like. Let's do the coral like that. And I didn't really do very much like shading or anything. I just went around it. And then I added just a couple of spots with the darker. So this is the light Calypso coral. And then I just took my dark Calypso coral, just sort of put a couple dark spots in it, and then blended it out again with the light. So I don't know, you can kind of do whatever. It's not that big of an area to get too fussy about, right? And then the die, this one will cut out that, and this one will cut out this. So I will do that so that we can finish up that card that we started. And then don't let me forget to tell you about the special. You might be wondering, well, why are you releasing a special early? So let me die cut this and I'll come back and tell you why. Please hold. All right, so there we have our cute little cups. Aren't they adorable? We should just cut this one, shouldn't we? We, like you're here. I should cut this one. Okay, be right back. Whoa, I need a new Post-it flag. That one has 0 more stickum. Okay. be right back. Oh, it's so cute. Aren't those fun? I just love this set. It's adorable. And this paper, oh my gosh, this paper is just amazing. Oh, so Diana, good question, says, do you think this will be in the new catalog? Well, I don't, because online exclusives are online exclusives. They are not in a publication. So I don't think it will be. I would be thrilled if it was. But we will see next week. Oh, no problem, Cindy. We're just finishing up, so you can watch the replay. Let's see. I'm just catching up on questions. The images from that view on the DSP. Oh, let me look at that. Okay, so I noticed that. So these little, like, I can see where this white foamy stuff or milk or, I mean, whatever this is, wouldn't go to the edge, right? So then you have coffee around it. But so like, I don't know. What is this stuff? I've never had one of these. So I think maybe this is something that's like floating in the middle and there's coffee around it. So I guess that's why the stamp is the same. I don't know. It'd be so funny. I should take this to Starbucks and say, excuse me, can you explain this to me? Sorry, I'm cracking myself up. Oh, it's a latte. It's milk art. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's find, here's the one that we started. So I'm just kind of looking if I did that. I wasn't sure if I don't think I like the blue one. I think I like that one on here. Or maybe I should do this. No, I like this one on here. Let's do that. And then I'll just stamp, oh, you know, it's going to be cute. Hang on. Let me see if I have a circle over here die cut. I thought I had one handy. Well, I have one of these. Let me see. Oh, that's kind of a little much. Never mind. You know, sometimes things are good in your head and then, yeah, not as much when you actually do it. I think we'll do that one. All right. So I have, oh, I want to show you a cute tip on this. I'll show you what I did. Oh, it's right here. It's right in front of me. Did you notice? I curved this greeting to fit onto that curved die cut, that circle die cut. So all I did was, instead of, you know, putting the stamp down and picking it up, I just curved it in a semicircle. And then before I stamped it, I just laid it down to say like, oh my gosh, that's pretty good, right? And I inked it and I stamped it around the curve. So that is going to be on my blog tomorrow with that tip if you want to pin that for future memory. But I thought that turned out super cute. But remember, normally you just want to let your photopolymer stamp rest on your paper, your grid paper, and then pick it up so that it's not distorted in any way. I am looking for the other greeting, and I thought oh, here it is. I did mount it. Ooh, that will fit. Perfection. Let's do copper clay. Sorry, just going to pull it towards me so I can see it. Let's see. It would be cute to stamp something on the cup. It would be. It would be cute, Diana. I love that. Robin says, is that steamed milk? I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. I've never had one of these. I'm kind of sheltered when it comes to coffee. I just enjoy my little cup of coffee in the morning with some cream and sugar. And I'll tell you a little funny story while I'm assembling this. So my son is just the sweetest kid on earth. And whenever he goes to a market or like Big Lots or Dollar General or whatever, he always goes down the coffee aisle, and more often than not, he'll call me and he'll say, Mom, I'm at Dollar General. They have Folgers on sale, or they have whatever. He'll name whatever they have, and he'll say, do you want one? I'll be like, yes. Then he buys it for me. Isn't that sweet? The box of K-Cups I'm talking about. Sorry, did I say that? Isn't that sweet? He's so adorable. Okay, so that's just how I finished it off. And then we have the cute, what are they called? The official name is Adhesive Backed Swirl Dots. That is in this suite, so they go perfectly. The colors go perfectly. I also found that the neutral sequins are perfect for this suite. You have all those really great, yummy coffee colors that would go perfectly with this suite. So let's add a couple of those, and I have to tell you about my special, so hang on. Should we try this color? Yeah, I like that. Let me tell you about the I have to tell you why I'm doing the special. I told you my brain is scattered. Good heavens. Why I'm doing the special early and why I'm doing the special at all. So please hold while we get our cards out here and clean up. Diana, same here. She said her hubby doesn't drink coffee, so she's a K-Cup gal. That's exactly why I'm a K-Cup gal, because my husband doesn't drink coffee either, and so I'm not going to brew a pot. So I'm just looking at these to see, was there anything else I wanted to tell you about these? Don't think so. We talked about that kind of cup versus this kind of cup, and curving the greeting, the embellishments, the sequins, decorating the envelope. So look, let's look at the insides. Aren't they cute? Just one more pattern. I think that's the one we just made, right? Yep, I think so. Aren't those great? Look at that. I just love these. I am just super in love with every single one of these. And I am going to make you a promise. I'm going to sit here today and I am going to finish using up the rest of my pack of this paper. And I am going to make more of these. So you want to see a fun sneak peek before I get to that special? Because I just looked over here and I forgot to show you this. This is what I was working on this morning, my friends. Look at this. I just moved my whole glass mat out of the way. Do you love these? Could I get a heart or a thumbs up if you love these? Oh my gosh, it's the Easter Lily bundle. And I've been working on these this morning. And I had to switch my brain and I had to put this away and get out all our coffee supplies for our live. Oh my gosh. I know you love them, right? They are so beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you, everybody. Oh, let's see. Johanna says, it's a pattern made with steamed milk on the top. The better the barista, the more technical the picture can be. Oh, the more technical the picture can be. Once you drink some of the pattern gets spoiled. So hang on. So no idea why there's round around. Okay. So thank you. That helps explain it. I see. So the barista is making a beautiful pattern in the top of the coffee. Well, I like the heart. I'm going to go with the heart as my favorite. Okay. So friends, the special that I wanted to talk to you about. From flowers to coffee. I know. No, Robin, that's exactly why my brain is scattered, because I am constantly working on so many different projects at once. I'm blogged right now all the way through the 20th of the month because of going away. And as soon as I get back, I turn around and go away again for my father-in-law's memorial service. And then the day we come back, it's my son's birthday. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, scatterbrain. Okay. Thanks for joining, Lisa. We are just ending, so you'll have to watch the replay. So here's the special. Here's what I wanted to talk to you about. This special is going up on my blog this Sunday, the 10th. Do you all know about March 14th being called Pi Day? You know, the symbol pi is 3.14, so it's March 14th. Get it? Right? March 14th. So on social media, everybody's like, oh, Pi Day, happy Pi Day. Well, it kind of means like go get pie, like a real pie, an apple pie or whatever, right? So I was talking to my husband and son a couple weeks ago, and I said, I really want to do a special while I'm gone in Houston, and I'm going to be gone for Pi Day. And so I wanted to do something with Pi Day. And together, the three of us came up with this idea. So Stampin' Up! Has cherry cobbler, they have pumpkin pie and pecan pie. So I made a silly little pie with those three colors. So here's my special offer. And I thought I would launch it today early because we were using Stampin' Blends, because the gift offer is Stampin' Blends. So what I'm offering, which is actually going to start today, and it will end on the 16th, is that for every $50 you spend, you get to pick out a set of Stampin' Blends. And by a set, I mean how I explained to you that they come in a pack with a light and a dark. So that's what I mean. This would be a set or a pack. They have one item code number. So that's what I'm talking about. So for $50 order, you're going to get a set. For a $100 order, you pick 2 sets. And so on. Limit 6 sets per person, and that would be for a $300 order. So your order is before tax and shipping, just like my free stamps with Patty. You need to place it in my online store with me. This is an offer only from me. And I'm doing this because, friends, I am so close to the $3 million sales achievement mark with Stampin' Up! I will be, as far as I know, the 5th person to hit the $3 million sales achievement mark. And I am so close, and I really want to wrap this up. 29 years I've been waiting, right? I'm done waiting. I want to wrap this up. I'm like, what can I offer? And my team actually helped me with this. They're like, you're so good with Stampin' Blends. You have 30 Stampin' Blend tutorials on YouTube. Why don't you do something with Stampin' Blends? I'm like, that's what I'm going to do. So that's going to be my offer. It is not actually on my blog yet, but I will be sending out a Constant Contact customer newsletter later today with all the details. If you go ahead and order at pattystamps.com/shop before you get the newsletter or before you see it on my blog, I will just send you the form to, it's online. You just click on it, you fill out the form, and that's how I will know that you want the free Stampin' Blends. So you don't have to actually wait for this to be on my blog. I will connect with you, and I will get you that form so you can get your free Stampin' Blends. So that's why I'm releasing it early. That's why we're doing Stampin' Blends, because we were using them today, and this will make the 30-second free video tutorial on my YouTube channel for Stampin' Blends. And so I hope that you're inspired to use them, and I hope that you will enjoy using them. And I hope that if you are one of my ordering customers, you'll enjoy the free gift. Oh, Susan, that would be so fun. If I could hit the 3 million sales achievement within the next 6 days before I get to Houston, oh my gosh, that would be so amazing, so that I could celebrate there. I'm just so excited. I hope. Lisa, that's a great question. So Lisa is asking, will Stampin' Up! Do the cardstock variety packs that match the DSP? I loved that. I loved that too. And I have not heard anything about that, but it is something you should let Stampin' Up! Know that you loved. And you should email that to them and let them know that that is something you missed. It's so helpful, right? To just have a pack of cardstock that goes just with that designer paper. I agree. I think that was a great offering that they used to have. Let's see. Mary says, what about lemon meringue for lemon lolly? Yes, that would have worked as well, right? Oh, Debbie says, do you cut your DSP as soon as you get it? Okay, so, and I don't know if you missed the beginning, but I was talking about Kylie and Bruno's Love It, Chop It system. So that's the whole idea, is that you get your pack, you start chopping it. I personally recommend that you chop it into the sizes you use most. For me, 4 by 5 1/4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, those are the sizes I use the most. So since they just did this presentation for us last week, I don't have any more new paper to cut yet, but that's why I started doing it with this. But I am going to start with the new catalog, chopping it into those sizes and keeping it handy, because then I will use it, right? Oh, making these into gift cards. Yeah, I would just put on the inside, take your extra little 2 by 4 flap, put your adhesive like this, and then you have your pocket for your Starbucks or your Pete's or whatever gift card that you have. And then with the trifolds, you can always kind of do the same thing where you use the middle section for your pocket. So that's what I would suggest. Good question. All right, let me look back and see, did we have any other questions? Linda loves all the pie. Me too. Let's see. Thank you, everybody. I am so excited as well. So excited. Oh, thank you, Christine. She says, I can't help with an order because she lives in Australia, but she'll be cheering. I appreciate all the cheering. Thank you so much. Diana, I buy more as well, but that's okay, because if you chop up a pack and you use it and you bless some people with your cards, that's the whole idea. If you want a pack to save because you love it, that's fine. I do that too. There's no problem with that. Let's see. Oh, good. Lisa emailed them. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, years ago, Gay, they offered assortment packs that had the colors of each matching, that matched the DSP. You were around then. You were one of my customers then, but yes, they had that. Lois says, be brave and try a Starbucks latte while in Houston. Okay, maybe I should. Maybe I should. You know what? When I hit my 3 million, maybe that should be my celebration. Okay. Oh, Diana, yes. Oh, I wish you were going to Houston as well. Well, friends, that's what I have for you today. I cannot believe it's been an hour. This hour is the fastest hour of my week. Hope you enjoyed the easy flap fold cards. I hope you will come back to my blog tomorrow to see them all, pin them to Pinterest, you know, whatever you'd like to do. And I will see you. Oh, I won't see you next week because I'll be in Houston. I'm going to try and do a live from Houston, but not obviously stamping at my desk, but maybe showing some of the sample boards or my friends or something. But I won't be able to do it at our regular time. It will just be sort of a impromptu pop-up live. You are welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. Would you... Oh, never mind. I won't be here that Friday either. Never mind. Sorry. You're welcome, Robin. You're welcome, Gay and Esther, Patricia. Oh, yes, I'll see you in Houston. Thanks, everybody. I will see you soon. Bye.